Muscles. Muscles constitute nearly 42% of the weight of the person. Muscles are protein in nature. Study of muscles is called myology. There are three types of muscles. These three types are striated muscle, unstriated muscles, and cardiac muscles. The first is striated muscles, also called voluntary muscles. These are called voluntary muscles because these muscles are under our control. That is, they are controlled by our will. These muscles are also called skeletal muscles because skeletal, as you know, means bones. So, as the word implies, these muscles are connected to the bones. They are called striped or striated muscle because they are made up of alternate light and dark bands. So if you see the structure of a voluntary muscle, if we come to the structure of a voluntary muscle, of a striated or striped muscle, suppose this is the dark band which contains light bands on both the sides. So this is the light band which alternates again with the dark band which alternates with the light band, and so on. So the dark band contains myosin protein, whereas the light band contains actin protein. In between the dark band, a line is present which is known as H line, and in between the light band, a line is present which is known as Z line. The voluntary muscles are fast contracting muscles, but they become fatigued is tired. They become fatigued easily. Suppose I give you a question. Fatigue of voluntary muscles occurs due to accumulation of, and I give you four options: A, lactic acid, B, pyruvic acid, C, fumaric acid, and suppose I give you the fourth option, none of these. So the correct option will be lactic acid. This you have experienced when you exercise a lot, when you indulge in some physical activity, playing badminton after a long period of time. This will all lead to accumulation of lactic acid and the muscles feel tired. Contraction of voluntary muscles requires an energy source which is ATP and an ion which is calcium. Suppose there is loss of either calcium or ATP, then the contraction of the muscle will not occur. I'll give you a term here. This term is rigor mortis. After death, the body becomes stiff. This occurs due to loss of ATP after death. So the term which we use for this stiffness is rigor mortis. The posture of the dead body cannot be changed after rigor mortis has set in. It starts about 3 to 4 hours after death. It starts from the smaller muscles of the body and then it spreads to larger muscles. That is the process by which doctors calculate approximate time of death by looking at the spread of rigor mortis. Another term, dystrophy of muscles. This refers to any change in the size of the muscle. Dystrophy of muscle is of two types: hypertrophy and atrophy. First we'll take up hypertrophy. Refers to increase in size of the muscle. This increase is due to excessive use of the muscle. It is seen in bodybuilders. They use their muscles excessively for performing physical exercise, and as a result the size of their muscle increases. Coming to atrophy of the muscles. Atrophy refers to decrease in the size of the muscles. If the muscle is not used for a long period of time. Example, it is seen in polio patients. Most of the voluntary muscles occur in pair. These are called antagonistic muscles. These muscles work in equal and opposite direction. I'll give you some of the examples. Biceps and triceps. Biceps help in folding of the arm, which is called flexion of the arm. The technical word here will be flexion of the arm, whereas the triceps help in extension of the arm. If you ask me the literal meanings of biceps and triceps, I would say bi means two and cephalo means head. Any muscle which consists of two heads is a bicep muscle. Tri means three and cephalo means head. Any muscle which consists of three heads will be a tricep muscle. Head provides attachment to the muscle. Another example of antagonistic muscles are abductor and adductor muscles. The abductor muscles moves the arm away from the body. Abduction means carrying away, whereas the adductor muscles moves the arm towards the body. Add obviously means coming close to. The pronator muscles and the supinator muscles constitutes another pair of antagonistic muscles. When the palm faces downwards, it is called pronation. It is called pronation, brought about by pronator muscles. Whereas when the palm faces upwards, it is called supination. It is brought about by supinator muscles. So this is pronation and this is supination. In life, your hands should always be in pronated position. You give something to others.